How to become the ultimate pirate Yakuza. 10 secrets they don't want you to know. Ahoy, landlubbers. So you want to be the baddest, most fearsome, absolutely overpowered pirate Yakuza. You've got the swagger, the questionable moral compass, and the burning desire to punch people so hard they drop loot. But let's face it, you're still getting your face rearranged by random street thugs. Your ship looks like it's held together with chewing gum. And you're so broke, you'd trade a legendary sword for a free meal. Fear not, because today we're unveiling the greatest pirate secrets the game won't tell you. Secrets so powerful that if the developers knew you had them, they'd send a fleet after you. So buckle up, grab your grappling hook, and prepare to turn Hawaii into your own personal playground of chaos, wealth, and absurd amounts of seafood. The first mistake every new pirate makes: walking like a normal person. Walking is for peasants, landlubbers, and people who enjoy being late to everything. Real pirate Yakuza swing from rooftops like deranged Spider-Men. Enter the Hook, a game-changing, life-changing, and possibly relationship-ruining tool that lets you zip through Honolulu, scale buildings, invade fights with an aerial punch, and, get this, catch fish from literally anywhere. Imagine being mid-battle, slashing through enemies, and then, bam, fresh tuna for dinner. The catch? You don't get the hook until halfway through Chapter 2, and Chapter 2 is twice as long as all the other chapters combined, because the game really wants to test your patience, but push through. The moment you get the hook, it's like the game stops being a game and becomes a sandbox of absolute chaos. Want to escape a fight? Grapple away. Want to get the high ground like an anime villain? Grapple up. Want to make ship combat 10 times more epic? Grapple to the crow's nest, whip out a rocket launcher, and let the fireworks begin. If there's only one thing you take away from this, let it be this: get the hook. A pirate is only as strong as his crew, and if your ship is being held together by hope and a crew of underpaid, under-leveled misfits, you're going to have a bad time. The second you unlock the ability to recruit, start grabbing people like a desperate nightclub promoter on a slow night. The world is full of questionable individuals willing to work for a pirate overlord, and you're going to need them if you don't want your ship to sink faster than your dignity after losing a bar fight. Not all pirates are created equal, though. Some are absolute tanks that can hold the line, others are snipers who can turn fights into a shooting gallery, and some are just wild cards who might set your ship on fire, but at least make things interesting. Balance your crew, keep them well-fed, well-gifted, and slightly afraid of you, and rotate them out once they max their level, because a well-trained pirate crew is the difference between victory and an embarrassing trip to Davy Jones's locker. If there's one thing you need more than a good crew, it's the ability to actually survive a fight. If you think you can dodge and counter your way through this game like a kung fu master on a budget, you're in for a very painful lesson. The best thing you can do for yourself is upgrade your health and attack immediately. The first row of upgrades alone turns you from a fragile pirate punching bag into a full-fledged tanky menace of the seven seas. More attack power means fights end faster. More health means you don't get folded in two every time you pick a fight with a boss, and both together mean bounties become a joke. Side quests stop feeling like endurance tests, and you start laughing in the face of danger. And trust me, Pirate Yakuza will throw danger at you like it's trying to collect your tears. Speaking of danger, let's talk about money. Everything in this game is stupidly expensive, and if you're running around with only 200 gold and dreams of a better life, you need a better financial plan. Enter bounty hunting, the absolute best way to make money in this game. Forget selling seashells or robbing pedestrians for pocket change. Track down criminals, beat them senseless, collect your reward, repeat. These guys drop massive payouts, rare loot, and sometimes items that can be sold for even more gold. And if you're feeling lazy, just sell the junk in your inventory, because let's be honest, you're never going to use that lucky tiki statue you found in an alley. If money makes the world go round, then reputation is what makes the pirate world fear you. Every cool upgrade, better gear, and high-tier ship enhancement is locked behind reputation, also known as pirate action points, also known as I did cool stuff points. And if you want more, you better start farming. The easiest way to farm reputation is completing challenges, winning ship battles, dominating the pirate coliseum, and for some reason, taking selfies with strangers who are also posing. That's right. You can literally gain pirate respect by being an influencer. Forget combat. Just get a good angle, throw up a peace sign, and let the points roll in. What's cooler than being a pirate Yakuza? Being a pirate Yakuza who can summon ancient gods to obliterate his enemies, terrorize rival ships, and probably make Poseidon himself reconsider his life choices. Late in Chapter 2, you'll come across the first dark instrument, an item so overpowered it feels like cheating. This mystical relic lets you summon a massive shark god, and no, this isn't just some puny little aquarium shark. This is a primordial beast of the deep that brings along a whole squad of bite-sized terror sharks to swarm your enemies like they owe it money. Picture this. You're in the middle of a heated battle, surrounded, outnumbered, down to your last rum bottle. Then bam, you whip out your dark instrument like you're conducting the most terrifying orchestra of all time, and suddenly an entire legion of supernatural sharks descends upon your enemies. The bandits, screaming, the rival pirates, running, the game itself, probably questioning its own balance. It's one thing to be a feared pirate, it's another thing to be the guy who casually brings an apocalyptic sharknado to every fight. These instruments are completely optional, but let's be honest. Why wouldn't you want to summon literal oceanic gods in a pirate game? If you're out here sword fighting like a regular peasant, you're doing it wrong. Follow the Devil Flags questline, collect all 4 dark instruments, and soon you'll be calling upon otherworldly wrath like an eldritch horror with a side hustle in piracy. Each instrument unlocks a different ancient force, meaning that by the end of the game, you'll have a personal Avengers-level lineup of mythological sea monsters at your disposal. And don't worry, these divine beatdowns aren't just for show. Summoning these godly beings in combat deals absurd damage, often stun-locking enemies into reconsidering all their life choices before they inevitably become fish food. If you're still relying on basic attacks when you could be commanding an aquatic apocalypse, you need to reevaluate your pirate priorities. And at some point, you'll realize the game is trying to stop you from hoarding healing items. But let's get one thing straight. Pirates don't follow rules. If the game wants to limit how many health potions you can carry, then fine, be a law-abiding citizen. But if it's trying to tell you that a man can't carry a 27-course meal in his back pocket, that's where we draw the line. And here's how to break the system. Just stockpile a ridiculous variety of food. See, the game tries to limit healing items, but different meals don't count as duplicates. That means if you carry one of everything, you can effectively bypass the restriction and turn every battle into an all-you-can-eat buffet of survival. Imagine getting stabbed mid-fight only to pause, casually unroll a full sushi platter, down it in one go, and return to combat completely refreshed. It's not just game-breaking, it's the most pirate thing you can possibly do. And don't just stick to basic meals, mix it up. Different foods give different buffs, so if you time it right, you can go from regular pirate to superhuman seafood-fueled juggernaut in the middle of a fight. 1 second, you're on the brink of death. The next, you've eaten 5 different regional specialties and suddenly have the stamina of a caffeinated hurricane. So here's the real battle strategy. Never leave a town without raiding every food stand like a starving tourist. Stockpile ramen, steak, sushi, grilled fish, weird unidentifiable local dishes, you name it. That way, when you find yourself in a 15-minute boss fight with a guy wielding a cannon the size of a small car, you can casually chow down on a 3-course meal between dodging explosions. The developers wanted to cap your healing items. Joke's on them, you just turned yourself into a walking Michelin-starred pirate tank. And there you have it. The absolute best secrets to becoming an unstoppable pirate Yakuza legend. You're not just a guy with a ship anymore, you're a rooftop-swinging, god-summoning, food-hoarding, crime-committing force of chaos. Grapple everywhere like an over-enthusiastic ninja. Recruit the most insane crew possible. Upgrade everything until you break the game. Turn bounties into your personal ATM. Summon shark gods for fun. And cheat the item limit so hard that even the game mechanics give up trying to stop you. And if you follow these tips, Hawaii won't just fear you, it will write entire legends about you. But if you ignore them and get knocked into the ocean because you refuse to eat your strategically packed emergency burrito, then honestly, that's on you.